I can't say enough how hard MYKA has tried throughout this entire journey and the amount of effort she's put into this.
My child is not returnable.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you
Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the Buzz House. If you are an OG subscriber, welcome back. And if you are a newbie that came here just because of the title of the video, I hope you consider subscribing before you go. After a full week of YouTuber drama, here we go again. There's a new update with the Stauffer family. If you guys haven't heard about them, I have made several videos about the situation. Please go ahead and take a look. But let's move on into the update. MYKA and James Stauffer got away with it. This week, the Delaware County Sheriff's Office have released a statement saying that the Delaware County Sheriff's Office has completed the investigation related to a local adoption process which has been highly publicized in the news and social media by other interested parties. The case is closed without any charges. We remain committed to public transparency of government agencies, as well as the protection, privacy, and safety of all Ohio residents. All such public records and confidentiality laws and exemptions to which we are duty-bound to uphold are available through the state of Ohio. And then they have a link, and then they have some information in the bottom. Yeah, you guys, they got away with it. Obviously, when this made into Twitter, people were not happy and started tweeting their opinions to the county sheriff's office. Some of the tweets actually claimed that there was no actual investigation, that the children were not interviewed, and some people going as far as saying that they do not feel safe in Ohio. Very cute how they look for the privacy and safety of all Ohio residents, and it looks like as long as they are adults. Children, no, they're not looking for that. The channel Without a Crystal Ball has been covering the subject for a little while, and this is what allegedly she got from the police department into the reasoning why the family has been just allowed to get away with this. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick summary of each page. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically this page says that they actually finalized their adoption back in China, but they did not finalize it here in the US. Funny enough, they're not required to finalize the process here in the US. Now again, let me break this down real quickly. If they do not finalize the adoption in the US, they're not able to legalize the child as a US resident, nor they are able to request a new birth certificate for their child. If a child born in a foreign country is placed with adoptive parents or an adoptive parent in this state for the purpose of adoption, and if the adoption previously has been finalized in the country of the child's birth, the adoptive parent or parents may bring a petition in the probate court in their county of residence requesting that the court issues a final decree of adoption or a interlocutory order of adoption pursuant to, and then there's a bunch of numbers. I don't know what your opinion is about that, but in my opinion, if you guys must know, I feel like they have never had the intention to finalize that adoption. They never finalized the adoption. They never got this kid a birth certificate and never naturalized him in the USA. So remember when I made a video last week about her apology in Instagram? In one of the parts of the apology, she mentioned that she only had one-day training with Hague adoption and try to make it sound like she needed more training. When I read it for you guys in that video, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. But one of the things that I found out was that private adoption is not allowed at the country of residence of the adoptee. Another crazy conspiracy here on my side is that they did not intend to finalize, because if they finalized that adoption in the US, now the US was going to be Huxley's country of residence. See where I'm going here? I hope you can see where am I going with this. Let me know down below in the comments if you agree with it or what's your opinion about it. It's kind of difficult to kind of confirm, but it looks like it says that the adoption was gonna be done by a private agency, then it's blocked off, would not be involved. If the blocked off names are MYKA's and James Stauffer, that kind of proved another lie from them, that they said that they chose the new family for Huxley, and this paperwork says otherwise. But this one is clearly alleged because, you know, it's blocked off, so there's no way for I to know what name is there. Going forward in the next page, you see that there is some allegations here about human that were raised because of the money that they got from the GoFundMe account, and their defense was that they only made $800, and obviously those were donations to make that adoption possible. And they also alleged that they spent the other $34,000 from their own pocket, which I doubted that they only made $800 because they did not only do the GoFundMe. They also did the baby book thing, the puzzle pieces and such. But if you guys know if the GoFundMe only made $800, let me know, because I highly doubt these figures are correct. This next part just discusses the wellness check that the police made in the house about all the children involved, and during that time they stated that medical professionals and other help that they had hired to take care of Huxley had quit because of Huxley's aggressive nature, not only towards the people but also towards other kids. And then the medical professionals had advised them to place him in a childless home or in a home where children were a little older. But I really don't believe this, especially for medical professionals. Unless that they witness this, it's generally just the words of the parents. In this next part, they just keep going on and on with a bunch of hearsay, saying that they had hours and months of therapy for Huxley. He kept being very aggressive, and then they described some of his aggressiveness, things like punching the other kids, doing things to toys in an aggressive manner. And then she goes and she tells the prosecutor that the kids would say that then now that he's gone, they're happy that they're not being punched anymore. So a bunch of hearsay, which makes me really, really sad to see a prosecutor so easily accepting hearsay with no proof. It does not look like that any of those so-called medical professionals were interviewed. It does not look like that any of the children were interviewed. It just looks like that this investigation was only conducted because there was such a backlash on this family. A family that heavily monetized on the adoption of their foreign child, did not care at all to give him away, and in a heartbeat they packed their bags and they were off to Bali to also make videos and monetize on their trip there with their children that remained in the house, who clearly nobody cares about, because these children, in my opinion, should have been taken away. Because, as I said many times before, how can you justify that you can't take care of one but you have 4 left over in your home and can afford a trip to Bali with 4 children within days of giving up the adopted child who you can't afford to take care of, allegedly? It's just a pile of BS that it has no end. It's so disappointing they're getting away with it. And with the lamest excuse in the book, claiming that the child is aggressive when the mother herself has been accused and allegedly lost her license for assaulting a fellow pregnant co-worker at the place of work. Like, this is hypocritical to the most. And meanwhile, their channels are still doing well. MYKA STAUFFER's channel is in a hiatus, it's demonetized. She has also not posted anything in Cash Crush yet, but she haven't lost much since this whole situation started. Cash Crush is just there and is still monetized. Now, on the other hand, Stauffer's Garage is still thriving, still gaining subscribers, and no problems there. Business as usual. Although they lost revenue from their yearly earnings, when this situation started, he was upwards of 200,000. Now he's at 123,000. He hasn't stopped posting. He's still going on and allegedly making illegal lotteries in his channel. Sadly, the Stauffer's Garage audience does not care about this situation, and it seems like they're just going to keep supporting and enabling this family. Obviously, the other 2 channels are probably in a hiatus right now. They're probably laying low with MYKA's channels, but I'm pretty sure she's going to come back pretty soon to start trying to make money for the family as well. This is it for me in the subject, you guys. If there's any more updates, I'll let you guys know. But let me know down in the comments now, what do you think about this? Do you think that the police could have done more? Do you think that's okay that they're getting away with it? So I'm super curious to know what's your opinion on this. Please don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't subscribed to the channel. I would really appreciate. Ring the bell button so you can get notified every time I post. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in the next upload. Bye!